Good with them people, man. You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people? How's y'all doing on this, man, what I said was Tiny Thoughts Tuesday. You say Tiny Thoughts Tuesday? What are you talking about, baby? Cuz we gonna get into it. But before we do that, what's good people like hee hee, ha ha, you know what I'm talking about, man? Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing. Keep that head up, you know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We don't get through it to get to it, man. He ain't on time, man. Did I say Ken in the PM, man? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You can go and get some off of 76 MacArthur. Giants look is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man? 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know, because I tell you every morning, man. But just in case you forgot, man, you know what I'm talking about. You can come get them from me. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You can come get them things from me. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Sprinkler system on you, man. You know what I'm talking about? Also in stores now. Funky Died Trying. Make sure you go get you one. You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, man, you can go and grab you one of them things off Amazon. Make sure you copy you a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, young man. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, bruh. Worldwide INC, man. Come on with it, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide Incorporated. Come on with it, bruh. Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, man. They gonna say, bro, what does that mean? I'm gonna continuously tell you. You know what I'm talking about? It means everybody. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody's included, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And Dugu, Mike, you know what I'm talking about? Cutthroat, Lil Rue, not Lil Rude, Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next, man. Same thing, bro. All my people on the bottom of that thing, all my people on top of that thing, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody, you know what I'm talking about? Keep that head up, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, my mama always said, boy, brush them whiskers when you on TV. Even if they got a hole in it, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, man. Man, I almost forgot, man. Coffee Chronicles. Classic Rose. Piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Let's get through these disclaimers, man. Now, good bro good bro like myself, I don't promote no drug users. No, no, no. Good bro like myself, good bro like myself. I don't promote no drug sellage. No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Good bro like myself. Man, I don't promote no alcohol consumption. No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip. I mean, not a sip of the sippage. You know what I'm talking about? Good bro like myself. You know what I'm talking about, man? I don't promote no crime. No, no. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? No, no, no. I don't promote no domestic violence. No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. People. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Or promote. You know what I'm talking about? No. You know what I'm talking about? Negativity. You know what I'm talking about? No. No, man. B-Bay, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to Brett. I don't promote shit. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, young ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about? But brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about, man. I ain't prejudiced. No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no, I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against nobody, man. They was talking to bruh. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Reading that peace. And you know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube Khabib, man. You with me? Come on over here. Fuck with your partner, man. All right. Check it out. Come fuck with nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people out there, man? How is y'all doing? You know what I'm talking about? On this Tiny Thoughts Tuesday. So, bro, what is you talking about? Oh, we gonna get into it. Shout out to everybody who allergic to eggs but still a chicken. Bark, bark. I see. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? You say Tiny Thoughts Thursday. You know what I'm talking about? What are you talking about, bruh? That shit right there. Man, let me tell you something about Tiny Thoughts, man. That shit is contagious. You get what I'm saying? It's contagious. A lot of this shit we do today is contagious. You know what I'm talking about? Like the fall and I touch you, now it's you. You know what I'm talking about? See, Tiny Thoughts go like that, man. Cause I made a video on this shit a few days ago. Might have been a week, I don't know. I'm nigga make so many videos. But I was just talking about this shit to where people with tiny thoughts, they allergic to people that think big. You feel me? And see, I don't know about you, but I could just tell you in my life, I've run across more motherfuckers with tiny thoughts than I have with big ideas. You get what I'm saying? And the motherfucker with tiny thought, I ain't gonna say everybody because there's some people that just they don't even know they thinking tiny. But there's a lot of the motherfuckers that do, bruh. You get what I'm saying? Into a tiny thought motherfucker, bruh. A motherfucker with big ideas, that's like their enemy. You get what I'm saying? And this is why I continuously tell y'all, fuck these people. You have to have the great belief in yourself, bruh. Because, I mean, there might be a few people, but the card is stacked against you, bruh. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what'd you say, bro? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I'm so glad that this shit just spilled on my goddamn leg. This shit is hot. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee cracker. But yeah, bruh. So on this tiny thoughts Tuesday, bruh, and what's fucked up is like people are like they raised to think small now. You get what I'm saying? That's why every time you come up with a big idea, the first thing a motherfucker around you gonna tell you is that it can't be done. You know what I'm talking about? And they only telling you that shit once again, bruh, because they can't. If a motherfucker can't see theyself somewhere, they damn sure can't see you there. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times, bruh, we let these tiny thought motherfuckers get to us. We do, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You'll let a motherfucker with no idea at all kill yours. That's why it's just good to know yourself, bruh, and push. It's good to know yourself and push, bruh. Because you ain't gonna get no, well, you might. I'm just talking about, whoever this should apply to. Because people see you, man. You feel me? People see you, man. Not only do they see you, man, people actually be digging that shit. You get what I'm saying? They actually be digging that shit like a motherfucker. They actually fans of you. You get what I'm saying? They just can't let they let the rest of the world know, actually. You know what I'm talking about? They just can't let you know. Because if they let you know, that shit might give you hope. That's why you got to come to this game with your own hope, bruh. Your hope, your belief, man, that shit gotta lie within you, folks. You can't get your hope and your belief out of nobody else, bruh. Don't never, and I mean not never, you know what I mean, bruh? Put yourself in a situation where you gotta gather strength from another motherfucker, bruh. Don't never do that, bruh. Ever. You know what I'm talking about? Don't ever. You know what I mean? Not ever. You know what I'm talking about? I told you I done did that shit. I really only did it one time. You feel me? The other times I went through that shit it wasn't even the same, cause I already knew. You get what I'm saying? I already knew, bruh. So that shit wasn't no, see, I only really went through that shit one time where I just got blindsided. You know what I'm talking about? I got hit with the punch that you never seen coming. You get what, you know what I'm talking about? Baby Cuz was down. You know what I'm talking about? Baby Cuz didn't even want no rematch. I was through with that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I was through with that shit. I'm telling you. But way back then, man, I'm telling you, because I've always been a motherfucker. Bro, I'll never, you know what I'm talking about? Unless God say different, I'll never be a broke, poor-minded motherfucker. I don't have to have a dollar, bro. I got an idea that's finna get us some money. I don't have to have a dollar, nigga. Give me about 2 weeks, nigga. I got an idea, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That I can get some money off of. Always been that way, folks. Always been that way, bruh. I was always a pioneer of a hustler too. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Crowders. Bruh, always been a pioneer of a thought or two. You know what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, my uncle, before he passed, man, shout out Squeaky. Before my nigga passed, man, my nigga told me my daddy was one of the three smartest motherfuckers in the world, bruh. That's what that man told me. He didn't say Oakland. That man said my daddy was three of the smartest motherfuckers in the world. I'm starting to believe him. I am, man. That man went to his grave with that one. You know what I'm talking about? For real. But on some real shit, on this Tiny Thoughts, bruh. It's gonna be hard, y'all. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. It just is, bruh, because like you might be somewhere, bruh, and your mama don't believe you. You feel me? And you can't care, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You can't care. You gotta believe. You know what I'm talking about? See, Tiny Thoughts, that shit'll never affect you unless you the one with the tiny thoughts. Or you let all these motherfuckers, because a lot of us, especially in these urban communities, like it don't be too many people with big ideas. You get what I'm saying? So it just be a bunch of motherfuckers with tiny thoughts, bruh. I know a gang of rich motherfuckers that think this small. For real. For real. But the thing is, you can't let it get to you, folks. You can't never let that shit rub off on you, bruh. Because the moment you start thinking tiny, bruh, that's the moment you will start being small. You'll just start being small, folks. And one of the worst things you could be on this earth is a small-minded motherfucker, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? And I just mean a small-minded motherfucker. I don't mean like you in a situation and like your anger or your emotions just got the best of you, so it's you can't really think big. You get what I'm saying? You can't really think big. You feel me? Because you didn't got the best of yourself at this point. And at them times right there, bro, it's kind of cool just to go sit down, kick on back, you know what I'm talking about? Until you get your giant thoughts back. Because, like, say somebody, I don't know, somebody came through and they shot you. And then you being so angry about you getting shot, you throw all common sense to the wind. You just want your lick back. And I mean, it might work out for you, but a lot of times in them situations, bro, you gonna fuck yourself off. You is. And I just use that as an example. It could be anything, though, folks. But a lot of times when you trying to make rational decisions, you know what I'm talking about, with an irrational mind, it might just not it might not work out for you that way, man. You might come up with a irrational answer. But on this Tiny Thoughts Tuesday, man, check this out, folks. You could do it. You could do it, folks. Yeah, you could do it. Oh man, where the smoke at? Here it go. this world only getting worse. This world only getting worse. Shout out to my nigga Tay. You know what I'm talking about? I still be sending all my old school partners my music and shit. You know what I'm talking about? All my old school niggas, man. My nigga Tay got at me this morning. You know what I'm talking about? Said he liked it out right there. You know what I'm talking about? My last, what I sent him Wonder Why, I sent him Remember Me, and I sent him Balls in My Word. In that order. And he gave me the thumbs up. You know what I'm talking about? He told me to keep on pushing. Because you do have people out there that will realize you representing all of them. You feel me? Yeah, people out there, they'll realize you representing all of us. They realize you've been doing that. You know what I'm talking about? It was always all for one and one for all fucking with bro, wasn't it? Nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Bro was always thinking for everybody, man. Ask him. We doing head count in this house party, nigga. Where all my niggas at? You count, nigga, how many niggas you came with, nigga? We finna do head count in this house party, nigga, where everybody at? Y'all can talk that shit if y'all want to. Y'all didn't want to see us mounted up. Y'all didn't. We'll mount up quick, huh? And take on the parents, won't we? Yeah, we would. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out all my niggas, man. We did that shit from the streets to the pen, didn't we? Hey, that's what's hella funny, y'all. This is off subject a little bit, man. This is why they say, bruh, J-Cat. I told you, bruh, mine to just drift off. It's hella funny, like how all my niggas I grew up with, bruh, especially if we got endorsed in San Quentin, bruh. You was in San Quentin with the whole turf, bruh. You was in San Quentin with the whole turf, bruh. Everybody who wouldn't, that was missing on the streets, I promise you, didn't do it. You there with the whole turf, bruh. Coffee Chronicles. Coffee Chronicles. And we some of the people that didn't do sucker shit just because we was deep. Shout out to guys. Be on this tiny thought Tuesday, man. Listen, brother. I keep telling y'all this life ain't long, bro, folks. You get what I'm saying? This shit's short. You gonna have to give it your all, man. Take the great belief in your motherfucking self, man, and you push, bruh. Fuck what these people talking about. Fuck who believe in you. Fuck all that shit, bruh. Just know. Just see that shit. Just see that shit, bruh. You see that shit, nigga, and you chase that shit. I ain't gonna even say chase that shit, man. Cause it sound like that's a long way when you chasing something, man. You see that shit and you run up on it, nigga. Coffee Chronicles. Fuck all that chasing. You might be chasing a motherfucker you can never catch. So you just run up on that shit. You know what I'm talking about? With the other ashtray, cause I got the I'm gonna show y'all what I did with that torn 20. You know? I use that motherfucker as a crutch. I can't find it. Hold on. Found it. It's almost time for me to make another song, ain't it? I'm gonna tell you why I don't be like normally when I make a song, like the first bar just pop up in my head. That's when I know I need to like something to just catch me. You get what I'm saying? And I'll say it. And I make it from there. You know what I'm talking about? But ain't nothing popped up in my head lately, fellas. But I know myself I need to come with something, you know what I'm talking about? So y'all just be on the lookout. I ain't promising you nothing, just keep your eyes open for me. You know what I'm talking about? But on this Tiny Thoughts, Tuesday, for some reason, I don't know, I'm gonna keep that to myself. Some things you just gotta keep to yourself. But on this Tiny Thoughts, Tuesday, y'all, this motherfucker, y'all might not think so, but don't nobody give a fuck about you folks. They just don't. That's why when life come down and it's gonna take a special person to choose you over theyself. It just is the way this shit designed, bruh. Like, everybody coming with their own angle to win. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying everybody that's coming with their own angle to win is a bad person or whatever, but a motherfucker is in it, like, they coming from an angle that's going, where they gonna get to do what they want to do, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna give you an O, because y'all probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Back in the day, I used to know some people, right? And these people would come around, didn't have a dime. But they the people that come around, they always knew it was on sale. They always knew where Carnival was at, where the club, you know what I'm talking about? But they didn't have a dime. But they'll come around and throw this shit out there to entertain you. You know what I'm talking about? For you to catch on. For real? Where is that? You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, how much, you know what I'm talking about? You know, you sitting over here in your house. Coming up with plans to how we gonna pay for all the rest of these people. Coffee Chronicles. It just is, bruh. You gonna say what they got to do with Tiny Thoughts Tuesday? Because you'll get yourself trapped around a lot of people like that, bruh. They can't think inside the box, let alone outside that motherfucker. They don't got a thought inside that motherfucker, folks. Let alone outside that motherfucker, bruh. So you'll be trapped around a bunch of people like that, bruh. And even if you is the one thinking big, that shit'll wear you down to the point where five pop. Five pop. That shit'll wear you down to the point where you can't even see far no more. That shit'll start shortening your sight. So on this Tiny Thoughts Tuesday, bruh, you gotta go for what you know, man. You do, bruh. You got to swing. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta get up there, nigga, and swing your bat. You do. And what's fucked up is you might be this shit I'm saying right now. You probably don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about because you the tiny thought motherfucker. I ain't gonna say dreams and all that shit. Even though we say that shit, you know what I mean? But that shit just be sounding like more of a fantasy to me though. But ideas, bruh, motherfuckers always gonna try to kill yours, bruh. They is. That's why you gotta find your own, nigga, and run up on it. You get what I'm saying? You do. And you can't let these motherfuckers who don't have no ideas talk you out of running up on yours. You feel me? Because the first thing, especially nowadays in this society, A motherfucker is gonna give you a million ways how you can't do something. You feel me? They just gonna come up with a million ways of how you can't do something. Motherfuckers is just gonna sit around. I'm telling you right now, bruh. Now, I could look in the mirror and be fine because I know. You know what I'm talking about? I know. I'm one of them niggas that came back from the Hunger Games. You feel me? So I know. There's nothing you can tell me. And I don't give a fuck about what you gotta say. You feel what I'm saying? I could look in the mirror and be cool. Now look. There's a million motherfuckers in their head telling themselves I'm Boosie. You feel what I'm saying? Anything I'm doing, I'm Boosie. You get what I'm saying? I'm that Wood. And that's fine. But that's the shit I'm talking about. Don't listen to another motherfucker say what you is, bruh. Know what you is. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody really know. They just not gonna let you know. You know what I'm talking about? Until you gone. Then when you gone, that's when everybody gonna speak highly about you. You did the fool and my nigga and all y'all. Something. That's when they gonna give you your kudos. You know what I'm talking about? But they not gonna do it while you there. That's why you just be great. Fuck these people. You know what I'm talking about? And just know your greatness, bruh. Just know your greatness. Because they're going to put hella shit on that too. You feel what I'm saying? Anything you do, everybody else going to put hella shit on that. You know what I'm talking about? Have y'all ever just peeped and realized that on this Tiny Thoughts Tuesday? How everybody else just get to live their life? Everybody else just get to do what they want to. But for some reason, you got to be the one that, you get what I'm saying? Everybody else just get to do what the fuck they want to do. But somehow you get to, you the one who has to do, you know, I don't get that shit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna live my life just like everybody else. That's why you'll never be able to get me with the sympathy factor, the guilt trip. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like, have you ever noticed when people get to the top of their game, you don't really hear from people. People don't really get rich and call you. They got to be one of your real partners to do something like that. But people get rich and get on. People only call you when they need something. Have you ever thought about that? I don't know. For real. But on this Tiny Thoughts Tuesday, man, you can't have them. I ain't talking about no delusional shit, bro. I'm talking about some shit you could really grasp. You know what I'm talking about? Some shit you could really do. I ain't talking about no fairy tale shit. Where you sitting up there with 9 felonies and shit and talking about, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I ain't talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about some shit you could really do and grab that shit in your hand, you know what I'm talking about? Run up on it, you know what I'm talking about? Some shit like that. You could do that shit, folks. And you know you can. Fuck these people, bruh. Because these people design, it's just like misery loves company. And that's one of them cliches that's true. Excuse me. So if I'm feeling bad, excuse me, I don't even want to feel good. I don't even want to do nothing to make me feel good. I just want somebody else to feel bad. So I know I'm not the only one that feels bad. Tiny Thoughts Tuesday. I'm telling you, bruh. Don't let these people play with you get there. Because don't nobody believe you could do it. I done been through this shit my whole life. Since I was little. Everything I set out to do, I did though, bruh. On my mama. I've been doing hella shit for hella long. You know what I'm talking about? Since I was little. You get what I'm talking about? So don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Once again, I told you, people tell you shit that they believe they self. So they only telling you what they believe that they can't do. You get what I'm saying? Trust the process, man. Believe in your motherfucking self. Fuck these people. You gotta keep pushing, bruh. You just do. Don't let these people tiny thoughts infect you. You know what I'm talking about? Stay with your big thoughts, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Stay with your big ideas, bruh. Let these people be little. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's gonna come down to how far you could think. It's gonna come down to how far you could think and how fast you could think. How fast and how far. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, man, always remember, man, don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love.